Hi guys, today we're going to be learning about leftist revolutionary Ulrike meinhof. So let's just get straight into it. Meinhof was born in 1934 in Oldenburg, which was Nez, Germany at the time. In 1952, she began studying philosophy, education, German, and sociology. In 1957, she transferred to the University of Munster, where she met lots of Marxists, and she joined the German Socialist Student Union. She participated in many protests against the proposal of Konrad Adenauer's government to deploy nuclear weapons. Despite her involvement, Meinhof became critical of the SDS leaders' subtle misogyny and the marginalization of the female members. This pushed her away from this group and towards becoming the spokeswoman of the Anti-Atomic Death Committee. And in 1958, she spent a short time on the General Committee of students writing various articles for newspapers. That's a woman who knows her stuff. In 1959, Meinhof joined the Communist Party of Germany and later began working at the magazine Konkret. Konkret was widely read by student activists and progressive intellectuals, and its chief editor from 1962 to 1964 was Meinhof. Very impressive. In February 1968, Meinhof was a participant in the International Vietnam Conference in West Berlin, which the authorities had permitted only in the face of large-scale protests. This defined the U.S. intervention as wrong and called for mobilization against the extermination of the Vietnamese people by the German government. Also in 1968, the attempted assassination of SDS leader Rudi Dutschke provoked Meinhof to write an article in Konkret demonstrating her increasingly militant attitude and containing perhaps her best-known quote.
Protest is when I say this does not please me. Resistance is when I ensure what does not please me occurs no more.
Later that year, her writings on arson attacks in Frankfurt as protests against the Vietnam War resulted in her developing an acquaintance with the perpetrators. Most significantly, Andreas Botha and Gudrun Ensslin. She stopped writing for Konkret, which had, in her opinion, evolved into a completely commercial magazine in the early part of 1969. She stated that neither she nor her collaborators wanted to give a left-wing alibi to the magazine, that sooner or later would become part of their counter-revolution. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Botha had been arrested, and in May 1970, Meinhof had been approached to help in Botha's escape by his girlfriend Gudrun Ensslin. Meinhof persuaded the left-wing publisher Klaus Wagenbach to assist in the release of what he saw as a political prisoner. He issued her with a book contract on the basis of which she petitioned authorities to allow Botha to travel from prison for an interview at an Institute for Social Research. The plan was for armed comrades to enter the building, overpower the guards, and escape with Botha. No shooting was to take place, and Meinhof was to stay behind and deny any complicity in the action. And so it happened. Botha arrived with 2 guards and set to work with Meinhof in the Institute's library, 2 women in Enslin's group, along with a man with a criminal record hired because of his supposed experience with armed encounters. They then broke into the Institute. The man shot the elderly librarian, severely wounding him in his liver. It was later claimed that the man was holding 2 weapons, a pistol and a gas canister gun, and accidentally fired the wrong weapon in the dot confusion. Following the unanticipated shooting, Meinhof joined the others in jumping out of the Institute's window to escape from being arrested. Within days, wanted posters appeared throughout. Berlin offered a 10,000 German marks reward for her capture for attempted murder. Due to this, she now needed to evade the law and stuck with the rest of the outlaws and formed the RAF Red Army faction. Together,